Knight of Wands. Four of Swords. Two of Swords. Present. Thank you. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm gonna take both. We got the Lovers to the Sun. I like that. It's beautiful. Okay, present. Ooh, love that one. Alright. Look like somebody about to go toward love. The mind of the fool. That fool's adventure. Discovery energy. Alright. Yes, honey. Knight of Swords. That's nice. Alright, future. Eight of Pentacles. I love her. That's a go-getter right there. Hard worker. She's a hard-working woman. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I got the beat right. I got the words wrong. But the words went along with what I said the card is. That song from the 80s was that 80s or the 70s? She works hard for the money. So hard for the money. Okay, and now we got, Justice to the Queen of Pentacles. I love that. Love that cosmic justice. Love when the universe get justice for y'all and us. Alright, one more for future. Eight of Swords. I feel like that's going to be a lesson. Alright, and alright, let's see what the universe is saying to us today. Okay. This is a collective going forward, and I see goals, I heard, in their life journey and towards their goals and efforts. I see the word ambition. I hear wants, desires, and need. Okay, I heard many of you have to pick up the pace. And I see and hear the word goals. Many of you have to pick up the pace if you want fruition to come forward in this season. I see the word bum. Some of you have been choosing to bum out and to be a little bummy about how you're choosing to go forward with what you want, with your ambitions and your goals that you have in mind. I see the word required action. Some of you don't want to do the required action because you feel like it's too hard or it takes too much time. It takes too much of your time or too much of your energy. Well, you're not going to receive much with an attitude like that. But you are being warned to move on from that stagnant place where you are coming from. Because I see the word portal. It's not going to last long. So if you miss this momentum shift, you're just going to miss out on this opportunity. Possibly, this could be a last chance, or it could be the chance of a lifetime, is what I'm hearing. So don't miss out on opportunities that have presented themselves and made themselves available to you. I'm specifically hearing now in this quarter. So for those of you who know business, there are 4 quarters in a year. So each business cycle or quarter is 3 months. Okay, I'm seeing fiscal calendar. So the fiscal calendar for the American United States year is 3 months. Well, the fiscal calendar is 12 months, but it's broken in 4 quarters. So Spirit's saying don't miss out on this quarter. Okay, I heard January, February, March, but when it comes to the fiscal calendar year and taxes, I don't know how they break those quarters up, because they don't have to be exactly January, February, March, But Spirit saying January, February, March, this is a season that you all need to be ambitious towards your goals and actually move and do the required action so you don't miss out on the portal and the momentum that's going on right now. Okay, I heard cosmic shift is just right. I see the word elements. The elements are just right. I see the word favor. All the elements are working in your favor at this time for this. So work it out. Okay? Spirit say that's what you got to do right now. Hard work. And it's gonna work. I see the word fruition and it will pay off. But you have to be willing to move. And I see move on. Okay. This next card we all got today is the 4 of Swords. When I see this, I automatically default to somebody needs some rest. But Spirit is saying you have all rested enough. Okay, I see the word bomb. Some of you are sleepyheads right now in this season. For whatever reason, you a sleepyhead bum. That's what I just heard Spirit say. So don't get upset with me. I see the word gentle. Okay, I'm trying to come across gentle, but I have to say what I hear. So I just got the word laziness. Laziness, stagnant, is plaguing the collective. For some of you, especially those of you who are coming out of a dormant phase of life, or maybe you haven't worked in a while, it's going to take you a little more to jumpstart your engine than someone who is working a 9-to-5 corporate job, because they've been in the grind. They've been in the midst of the meat for so long, and you are coming out of this. It's not necessarily easy to jump back into it all. You got to get broke back in, essentially, is what I'm hearing. So, you know what, even though Spirit said it, I kind of want to take back the words bum and lazy, because I have been there before. An example is a stay-at-home mom. Like, when you have a schedule and a time, or, when you have come out of a schedule and time slots of a stay-at-home mom, it is not easy just to jump back into a normal 9-to-5. Okay, that's a completely different schedule than what you're used to. And maybe use a stay-at-home mom with your husband or your spouse, because we know it could be 2 women in the home now. It could be a married couple of 2 men, and there is one who is the stay-at-home spouse. You could have had a spouse that afforded you enough time to do all the errands and stuff you had to do for your children. They could have added help. Long story short, when them kids go to school, you could have got a 4-hour break where you took naps. And now you're trying to jump into building a business. Now you're trying to jump into a 9-to-5 that you're creating for yourself, or maybe you want to go back to corporate, whatever it is you're doing. Because remember, we've been hearing homemade CEOs, but I've also been seeing opportunities, promotion, and CEO in corporate. So whichever side of the fence you own, okay, so I'll say this, Spirit, no, I ain't saying nothing against what, that life Spirit gives, because it's awesome. Infinite intelligence of the universe is awesome, and it's always right. That is my personal theory and opinion. I have not seen cosmic information, steer me wrong yet. So what I'm saying is, be gentle with yourselves. Maybe that's where that word gentle came in, because I'm wanting to use it now for this. Be gentle with yourself if you're coming from a state of rest and you're jumping into work, into corporate, into owning your own business. There is a speed and a momentum that goes with that don't resonate with this chill, easygoing lifestyle that maybe some of you all are coming out of. So now you have to get warmed up like an engine in a car that's been sitting in a garage for so long. So it's not that you want to be lazy. It's not that you necessarily want to be a bum. You're trying to get your body into the flow of getting back up to go to work. Even if it's for yourself, it's still work. So be gentle with yourself. Okay, basically, okay, I just seen and heard you. I seen an ice cube. It's like an ice cube that needs to thaw out. Okay, and it's okay. I have been going through. I have personally been going through that as well myself with what I'm working on personally, because I'm just gonna share. Well, okay, how am I gonna share this? I'm coming out of this stay-at-home mom mode. I have children from my previous marriage who, for the first time in their lives, they don't need me anymore. And so I'm working on things where I'm coming out of this rest mode. So I have to get up and push myself and get myself out of a stagnant, sleepy state, because I have been in a chill rest mode for so long. So I resonate with this, okay? So those of us like that, we have to push ourselves harder in this season to be productive. That's what Spirit is saying. We have to push ourselves to be harder in this season to be productive and to produce our products and services. Because for some of us, we have not had work 9 to 5 in so long. I had the freedom to stay home with my children and watch my Chinese dramas and soap operas. And I was able to take my naps. So with that, I have to get up and push myself a little harder. I have to set my alarm clock, and I have to be, what's the word? I have to be loyal to the schedule that I'm trying to set for myself now to do this work, because I love this. But I have to force myself to get up sometimes. Not gonna lie. And it's a passion for me. So... okay, I see my Two of Swords card, and immediately I heard block. Why is this my block card? Yeah, looking at it, okay, she's stuck. We can tell that. I automatically get blocked, like blocked. So let's see, what does this mean for us today? Okay, I just heard blocked out of blessings if you don't work. That is so direct. Them first 3 cards went together so well. Stagnant energy will do this to you. You will be blocked out of your blessings in this season if you don't get up and work. And I just heard hard-earned money. Some of you have hard-earned money on the way. Emphasis on hard-earned. So you're going to have to produce kinetic energy. Oh my God, that's a phrase I haven't heard in a while. You're going to have to actually, I see the word chemistry. I see nuts and bolts and like the cogs of a clock or a wheel churning. Some of you have products and services. It's hard. It's going to take hard-earned energy to produce whatever it is you're going towards or whatever it is you're going to. So without that kinetic energy, without that push and pull, you're not going to get anything. And I see the word energy. It's going to take that to spark. I see energy and heat being sparked around those cogs in that wheel. It's going to take I just heard kinetic push and pull to get your works to produce that pressure that you need to pour out your product. So Spirit, okay, stagnant energy is going to stop you all from doing that. You have to work. You can't be lazy about this. This is your go-to. This is your passion project. This is that thing that's going to get you out of your corporate, for some of you who want to leave your corporate job. So Spirit is saying you are going to have to work in it. I just heard you're going to have to work your butt off in this season, in this quarter. So go forward and do the work because it's necessary, and you can't get around the push or pull that it's going to take to produce the energy in order to get what you want. That's when I see the word chemistry, and I'm seeing those cogs in that wheel, in that clock, whatever it is. And I see like the gears down in the engine part of the Titanic, where the men actually were literally working in shoveling coals in the fire furnaces, and then there were other parts. I'm seeing a oil well from way back in the day where the men actually had to stand there. And I think it's still some places like that around the world where there are certain engines and things that men literally have to stand around in a group and take turns putting big, heavy, nuts, bolts, machinery, whatever it is. They have to stand there and manually work that thing. Some of y'all got stuff that you want to put out that's like that. You literally, and now I'm seeing a pack and ship company. So maybe you have a cute little product that you selling at home. I see pack and ship, like the pack and ship videos they have on YouTube. Oh, I love those so much. But those women, they be working. They be boxing that stuff up when them orders come in. I know this is one lady I seen now. I don't know the validity of her claim, but it was very inspirational. And I hate to say that, but I have clairsentience. I can feel stuff. So I'm just going to leave that there. Leave that hanging in the air for those of you who caught that. But honey had 1,000 orders that she had to fill in like a week or a weekend, and they was working them boxes and them products. That was some push and pull. But when they went to that mailbox, when they went to that post office, they had to get it. I'm seeing one or two of those big tubs to dump all of her products that she had into that thing in order to mail at the post office. So some of you all have businesses like that. You got to breathe in the elbows because them products is not going to put themselves in them pretty little boxes or write those thank you cards that some of y'all be putting in your products for your customers. And I see the word, to show your appreciation. Even writing out thank you cards is a lot of work for some people. Look, that's work, period. Handwriting a thank you card instead of printing it on a computer. I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but hey, ain't nothing wrong with that print job, but it's extra appreciation and gratefulness that goes into when you get a handwritten card. So they're adding a lot of value to their product just by choosing to do it that way. That's extra energy, that's extra push and pull for them. And the quality that they're choosing to give their product. So Spirit is saying that stagnant energy has to thaw off of y'all who have been at home for a while or who are coming out of that rest mode. It's time to work. Okay. All right, this next, I just feel it. Oh, I'm one of those. I'm a girly girl that's giddy. I love this. I love this pair. When I see this out of the Lovers to the Sun card, this is, I have heard readers say this so much. This is the happiest card in the deck. When I see this card, I feel, it's not even happiness. I feel joy. I feel freedom. I feel liberation when I see her. Because it looks like she is going up in a massive worship. She is so free. She is so grateful. She is so exuberantly in a realm of bliss. This is what I feel and what I heard. So to get this paired with love, the Lover's card, that is incredible. Okay? Especially with so many toxic relationships going around. I was like, that's something new. Toxic relationships, child, go back to Adam and Eve. They didn't start out right? Okay, so what does this mean for our collective? Yeah, why don't we ever think of that? I think Adam and Eve had a toxic relationship. They got cursed together. Why don't anybody ever think about stuff like that? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, well, if their relationship wasn't toxic, that little incident that happened in the garden definitely was something that was supposed to put them in therapy, in marriage counseling, okay? That's just me. Okay. Okay, I just heard many of you have a lover that's coming in that's going to provide you with this happiness and this warmth of the Sun card. That is so sweet. Let's just give you a heads up about what's coming. But this is not potential energy on my table. This is in my current energy role. So that means this is in your surroundings now. Is definitely in your energy now. I see the word fate. Okay, I see the word encounter and purposes, but I also heard fated encounter. So, many of you have a fated encounter with a lover coming that's going to produce this sunshine for you in your life. If you already don't have it, because a lot of us, we single, but we're happy. You know, if love does decide to show, it'll just be an addition to what we already have going on. Okay? And so, yeah, I just felt like saying this. You know, I have my opinions, but I try to only add things of value to my readings. This is definitely beautiful and perfect, but for all of you who are single or just anybody wanting love, I always say you should have this by yourself first. You should thrive to want this by yourself first. And then add this because it makes it that much better. But you're not living for this because you already have that. So that makes this even more special, even more grand because it is in addition to something you already have. Okay. But that's just a little life theory there for me. So yeah, y'all have someone that's going to come in and add to your happiness that you once wanted or you already have. Okay. Oh, I heard, and you going toward it. It's like the fool with the sharpness of the Knight of Swords. Basically the quickness. See how he running? So y'all, I just heard y'all. Did I really hear that? Or was that my opinion? Okay, I heard some of y'all gonna be in the bed real quick. All right, Spirit. I am not trying to put out an X-rated show. But y'all gonna move toward this quick, like lightning, with this Fool card. I just heard fools in love is what it's gonna be. For some of you, not all of you, some of you are gonna have to warm up to this partner because I see POV, which is a new thing going around for point of view. Some of you are gonna have to warm up to this person, not necessarily your usual partner, but definitely a quality partner. And I see the word benefits, and I heard they're beneficial. There are lots of benefits to going for something new. Some of you are being shown a new way to love. Some of you have never had true love before. Some of you are waiting for that first healthy love. I just heard that first love that is untoxic to you. And I heard one of a kind, and I see the word lifetime. It's going to be a lifetime lover. For some of you, it's going to be a partner that literally lives out the rest of this lifetime with you. And that is something that you all have been waiting on for a while in the collective that has been going out in the readings for, I want to say, this whole past year, right? For those of you who are on that specific timeline, because we know it's always a love cycle going on somewhere, y'all. But y'all are about to finally be partnered with who you want. I see the word encounter and purposes, okay? So, purposes, that means it's a reason for y'all to come together. Whatever it is, there's a reason to it. I heard, and it's going to be a beneficial one for both of you. I heard healing partners are going to come share their healing journeys and their love potions, their magic in the ethers. with what grounded them and what brought them through. I see the word stable and stability. This person is going to help to stabilize you. Wow, I heard and ground you in your purposes. And I see mission and missionary. Okay. Now, for those of you listening, this is not a Christian channel. So I'm going to say that the word mission and missionary apply to other faiths and religions, not just Christianity. Someone left a comment. It was his interpretation. It definitely was not an insult. He just added, he actually liked something I had said, but he said, that I had so many synonyms for the Alpha and the Omega, and then he gave glory to his God. It's very clear to me by using the words Alpha and Omega. He thought I was talking about Jesus. This is not a Jesus channel. For those of you, because I know now, and I don't know what type of Christianity this is, but it's a lot of Christians who are now listening to tarot, and they say things as though they know God is in agreement with that, or who, because I come from a Christian background, but I'm no longer per se a Christian, even though I still believe in the creation story. I don't claim or label myself to be a Christian, and the Christianity I knew, God ain't down with this. So just let you know, this is not a Christian network. So, and if you are in a church where they tell you it's okay to do tarot, what Bible have y'all been reading? Because the Bible I read and the one that still exists, this is counted as an abomination. This divination. The Bible I read in church I went to taught me we weren't supposed to do this. We weren't supposed to tap into the ethers, right? But I have been deconstructing religion for myself for a little while now, and it's very interesting to me that we will be blocked from this. But because I'm be real, I come from a lot of Christian religious trauma, and it's funny that we're blocked from this amazing gift, right? These cards and papers. I'm not a witch. I'm psychic. So I don't do no potions. I don't do no spells. I don't do no hoodoo or voodoo. I tap into something that my creator naturally gave me that works, that helps, right? And it just so happens I use paper cards to tap into the universe, the cosmos, into my higher self to get answers and inquire about things. Guess what? You do that. Christians do that every Sunday at church when they get on the altar and pray and ask God something, and they actually sit back and expect an answer. That's divination. Divination has nothing to do with what God you serving, what religion or God you choose to worship. Divination is asking the spirit realm, inquiring to the spirit realm about a question you have on your life and expecting a damn answer. That's divination. So in essence, Christians do it every damn Sunday. But we're supposed to be in sin for this. I'm just saying. Now I got to get back on my train of thought, but I just want to throw that out there. This is not a Christian channel. When I say the universe, I literally mean the damn universe. When I say spirit, for me, I'm talking about my higher self. Once upon a time when I first started in this, whenever I said spirit, I meant the universe. And there are a lot of esoteric, this is esoteric. This is esoteric. This is not a Christian network. So just letting you all know, we do not worship Jesus over here like that. I don't throw sticks and stones over there because I know where it comes from and I understand what y'all go through. But this is, no honey, it's all about the universe, the higher self, and the quantum field, law of attraction, and manifestation over here. That's how I live my life. Period. So just want to throw that out there. Now, I got lost my train of thought. But that was a caveat. Those was footnotes that go along with this. And whatever the hell I said that set that up. So yeah. So I don't want no one confused, and I'm not going to be combating and debating with you in my comments on who I'm talking about or who the hell I'm talking to on this channel. This is not a Christian network. This is esoteric faith over here. I believe in the power of the universe and my higher self. I believe in the law of manifestation to create my own reality. Okay? I don't sit back and wait for God or for Jesus to do it anymore. And I am not throwing sticks and stones. I still have a lot of respect for that creation story. And I'm just trying to figure out where the hell that fits now in my life. Because when I was a part of it, the people who were supposed to be my leaders and who were supposed to care for me, love me, and give me the kindness that the Bible says that the Holy One gave, I didn't see it. Okay, and I was narcissistically abused by my pastor, who was a bishop, for so long before I got tired and left. So my leader made me feel like I had no choice but to leave, because I couldn't get around his abuse, his mental and his emotional abuse. So I say that to say a lot of Christians who have left Christianity because of religious trauma have found peace in the esoteric and being able to get energy reads and learn about vibration in the universe and stuff. So this is an easy space when it comes to that. So you need to know that. When I say universe, I mean universe. When I say spirit, I'm talking about my higher self. And the information I'm giving you, I believe it comes from the Akashic records and the infinite intelligence of the universe. Period. Okay, so now, it's Eight of Pentacles. Excuse me. Okay, this is an all call. This is an all call. I just heard Spirit say, why won't you work? You have all this time and leisure to do what it is you want to do. So this may be for someone specific, or maybe a selective part of the collective who are maybe on the fence about what it is they are determining to do for themselves. Okay, because this is a card that signifies hard work, but diligent hard work. I mean, you're focused. If you are in the Eight of Pentacles energy, you focus. You going for it. You studying. You're building. You got your head down, and you drilling at it. Okay, that's what this signifies. But when I picked it up, Spirit was like, why don't you want to work? Okay, so that's for those of you who are finding it hard to get back in the flow of a job, essentially. Because even as a business owner or your own boss, that is essentially your job now, you know. So you got to put the work in if you're going to get the this is just the way I heard it. You got to work if you're going to get the elements out of your product. That sounds a little poetic, but it made sense. Okay. And okay, I just heard, and that's how you're going to achieve the world of glory and honor, fortune, fame, respect. I see pearls. I see that treasure chest. I see the Titanic holding all this amazing stuff, because what is it, the Three of Wands, your ships then came in. Some of you have massive ships the size of the damn Titanic. I see the Titanic. Some of y'all, yeah, in that Three of Wands energy for this, you waiting on the goddamn Titanic to come in. Several Titanics. And they gonna come. But you gotta put the work in order to get them to the shore. Okay, that's all Spirit wants you to know. You have to put the work in for the fruition, or it won't show. Okay, and now this justice to the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I love this. Okay. Okay, this is an example. I heard Spirit say she is showing forth honor and her praise, because she put the work in. That's the justice that it took to get the coin. So Spirit is trying to drive this point home. In order to get your pentacles, is justice for you to do the work in order to get that. The work justifies the coin. Okay, that's why you're getting the payout, because you justified it by doing the work. And that's what Spirit wants you to know. It's time to work. So that's what this whole damn reading gonna be called. It's time to go to work. It's time to quit playing. It's time to put your head down. It's time to focus. It is time to work. It's time to stop sitting idle. It's time to stop wasting time strolling. Okay, that's coming up right now, real strong. Think about all the things we do in a day where we're wasting precious time that we could be adding to our product. Time that you can be working. Some of us literally stroll 4 damn hours a day. Easy. That's a part-time job, and you just wasted a lot of money, because if you were smart enough, and I say this gently, but if we are wise enough to count our time, and I learned that from a once upon a time, and I was learning about the stock market and how to trade, how to buy and sell stocks to invest. A stock trader that used to work for Goldman Sachs, and for all of you who don't know, they once upon a time, I don't know what it is today, but once upon a time, Goldman Sachs was the top #1 trading firm on Wall Street. So if you was a trader who down there went through Goldman Sachs and you actually got picked and they trained you and you was on their trading floor, you the shit. You know what the hell to do to make your money. Because at the time when this dude was giving this workshop, and this was after he had retired at 29, because he had made a fortune with them, trading other millionaires and billionaires' money. They literally only would have like 3 losing days in a fucking year. Every other day, their profit margin was in the fucking positive. It was green. But anybody who know about the stock market is green and red. And Goldman Sachs, at this particular time, the most red days they had in a single fucking year was 3. Now you do the math on how well they know how to make money. He was the one who taught me the value of my personal fucking time. For him, he values his time at $300 an hour. So imagine him wasting 4 hours on a video game or strolling or doing whatever it is you do to waste time like that, because you essentially have nothing to do. That's $1,200 a damn day. And he literally added up what that lost time cost him monetarily, and it was 6 figures. So what are you all wasting your time on that could be transmuted into more time and energy toward your job, towards your product, towards your producing your service? How much money are you essentially losing or leaving on the table because you want to stroll? Okay, and so that's what Spirit wants to drive home. You're wasting money when you waste your time, essentially. And it don't have to be $300 an hour. Some of you, I'll just say this. If you want to hit a 6-figure salary, you at least have to count your time at $50 an hour base. So, and that'll just put you at 96 or 100K a year if you work in a normal 9 to 5 at $50 an hour. So if $50 an hour is your base and you waste 4, you just lost $200 a day. That's $1,000 a damn week. That's $4,000 a month. That's $50,000 a year. You done left on the damn table. Strolling TikTok, strolling YouTube, surfing the web. That's a 6-figure salary that could change your life and turn you around, especially if you're having financial goals. So that's some good knowledge there for whoever needed to hear that one. Okay, learn to count your time wisely and value it, because it could be some money that you're leaving on the table. Okay, and I just heard Spirit say, clear as day, I want you to come out of this one. I want you to come out of that one. Some of y'all trapped in y'all head, but it's you doing it. You're really free. You're not bound, but it's how I see it as your POV. It's your point of view. Whatever it is you're looking at, this is the result of how you're choosing to see that thing. Spirit wants you to snap out of this. You're not bound. You're not troubled like you say you are. You don't have hurdles, leaps and bounds to go through. Some of you, your product, whatever it is you're producing, is right there in your hand. It's in your hand. You're not bound the way you think you are. So you need to take the blindfolds and the shackles off of yourself with the way you're seeing this thing and go for that you want. And it's going to be okay. There's nothing out to get you. There's nothing trying to harm you. It's all in your head. Okay? And it's going to be okay. You're not paranoid. You're not schizophrenic. But you're not bound. You are totally free to wander, to do what you want, to do what you have to do to get to your goals. And I see the word ambitions. I see ambition and I see ambitious. So get to it. Work it out. Do what you want. It's right there for you. And that's all that Spirit wants you to know at this time. Thank you all for joining me today and letting me read for you. And until next time, bye-bye.